Well, it's not clickbait. I quit my job in the middle of a recession, and things are going to be happening with the economy coming up. It's going to be crazy, but took a leap of faith and I quit my job. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Kelly Ann Smith, and I have been at my company, which is a Fortune 500 company, for almost 7 years now. It'll be 7 years in October, and I quit. I said that this company doesn't align with my values. It doesn't align with where I'm wanting my life to progress and where I want my life to take me. And I'm going all in on my business. I'm going all in on YouTube. I'm going all in on blogging and courses and online entrepreneurship, which is crazy. There were a lot of assumptions at my job that I just quit because I had a daughter, and I have a 4-month-old daughter now, and that is not the case at all. And I have actually been contemplating quitting for about a year and a half now. And finally I was like, you know what, Kelly, now's the time. Let's just do it. Let's just rip the Band-Aid off, and we're going to take a leap of faith, and we're going to do it. So I'm going to go into what kind of led to this, what are my thoughts, what are my fears. I'm going to ask for some advice for some of you guys, and it's going to be a crazy adventure. So this one's going to be personal. This one is not really going to be a teaching video at all, but what's going on with my life, and I quit my job. This is crazy. It still doesn't feel real. It still feels like it's like the weekend. I quit my job on Friday, and it's now Tuesday, so it's been a couple days, but yeah, still does not feel real. So what really sparked me quitting my job was a quote that I heard about 2 years ago. And I'm going to put it up on the screen here, and it really hits home, and it really was what gave me that aha moment of it's now. For a long time, I've been saying that I was building the foundation of my business so that when I wanted to quit, I, had the foundation built on YouTube and blogging and all of that. So I've been building the foundation for 7 years or 6 years. It doesn't take 6 years to build a foundation. So I really was like, Kelly, we got to go hard. We got to go all in. So this is the quote that really inspired me and really was the big driving force for the last 2 years of my business. And it says, salaries are bribes company pay their employees so that they can forget their dreams. Whew. This was huge for me, guys. This was really, really big. And I really feel like that's how it was. It's that guaranteed salary. It's that, I'm going to go to work and I'm going to get my paycheck every single week and every 2 weeks. And it's consistent. It's steady. With entrepreneurship, if I am not making videos, if I'm not getting views, which I can't control the views of the algorithm, I can't control the page views on my blog, but there's also this ceiling. There's a ceiling at work, there's a ceiling at my 9 to 5, there's a ceiling at my corporate job, but there's no ceiling with my business. There's no ceiling with entrepreneurship, and that's really what was the driving factor for me. I can only make at my job without going into leadership, which I no longer wanted to go into leadership, was about $60K. Now, I started at the company at $38K, and when I quit, I was about $55K. We're going to give all the raw numbers here. So I started at about 38. Over the 7 years, I built it up to about $55K, and about $60K is the max that I could make without going into leadership. And that, guys, there's so much more potential online. There's so much more. Now, I could be making good money if I went into sales at my job or if I went into leadership, different things like that. But that's not me. That's not my passions anymore. And my passion is helping you guys. My passion is building an online community, building, this relationship that I have with you guys. I get countless emails, countless DMs, countless comments saying, hey, you explained this in a way that no one ever explained it to me, and you gave me that aha moment. You motivated me when I wanted to spend money, when I was done paying off debt, when I was just burnt out and was like, wanted to throw in the towel. I watched your videos. These are real messages that I get, guys. I watched your videos and they inspired me to keep going. Whew, that hits. That is incredible. What I'm doing online matters to you guys, and that's amazing, and that inspires me so much, and that means the world to me that I get to now stay home and do what I love full time. And is it scary? Yeah. Is it exciting? Oh yeah, it is a challenge, exciting, scary, like all of these different emotions, all these different feelings. But at the end of the day, I need to put me first. And at the end of the day, we have built a life. My husband and I have sacrificed and sacrificed and sacrificed and put these foundation blocks in place financially for our family, with our investments, with our savings, with our, our home that we have, our index funds, all that stuff. We've put this building block in place so that we can afford this, so that if I do have some down months, it's okay. We have an emergency fund. We have money that we can pull from, and we're not going to be living paycheck to paycheck with this. And, it's scary still, because it's like we're taking that 55K pay cut plus insurance. Insurance, adding to my husband's insurance, is going to cost about $500 extra a month. Whoo, that's a lot of money. That's $6,000 a year. But I know that I can make that up with my business. And I know that there's no limit with the income that I can make in my business. Now, if you're curious about what I'm doing and how I've been able to build this online business, I actually have a course that I created. It's called Dreamer to Profitable. And in this course, I really sat down, because I was getting so many messages about how do I create an online job? How do I, especially with the pandemic, how do I create multiple streams of income? How do I increase my income outside my day job? I want to create something that's mine, not my business, not my job's. And I created a course called Dreamer to Profitable, which teaches you exactly what I've done with building my YouTube business, my blogging business, my courses, my digital products, all of that, where I have 10 different income streams, how I've done that over the past 6 years, and how you can do it faster. I didn't have anyone helping me. When I started my business, my channel, like, I didn't have the connections that I have now. And I was just like, well, I'm going to film myself on my iPhone and put it on the internet and hope that I get views. I didn't know about SEO. I didn't even know what SEO was. I didn't know about editing. I didn't know about anything. So I have taken that and put it into a course and built a community of people so that you can do it so much faster and so much more successful than I have. So in honor of quitting my job, I'm running a big sale. So if you use code QUIT75, you get $75 off. And that ends this Friday. So this Friday, the 22nd, the sale ends. So make sure you get it before the 22nd, but you get $75 off, which is amazing. And if you are watching this after the 22nd, don't worry, I do have a code for you as well. And that is going to be QUIT50, and you'll get $50 off the course as well. So that is a great way that you can get started on your entrepreneurship journey. I do also have an additional add-on that you can get of a membership, which is only $19 a month. It should really be like $50 or $60 a month, but I love you guys. So it's only $19 a month, and that gives you a whole library of extra content. It gives you Zoom calls that we have, Q&As. I'm doing some new things now that I'm full-time. I can really invest more into that, and I'm really excited for some like co-working sessions and tons of different things. There's a private Facebook group there, all of that stuff. So all the information will be linked down below in the description, dreamertoprofitable.com. But I'm really excited for this, guys. And if you want to really take your entrepreneurship journey to the next step, if you want to be a digital entrepreneur, someone that is making money online through freelancing, virtual assistant, YouTube, blogging, any of that, that's going to be a part of this course. It's not for entrepreneurs of side hustles of like Rover or DoorDash or anything like that. It's more of just that online digital nomad space, digital products, all that stuff. So check it out down below in the description. My daughter did play a part in this, in the fact of mom brain is real. And I talked to my friend Allison, who is Inspired Budget, Allison Baggerly, and her and I talk almost every single day. And she was like, Kelly, you have 3 major things going on in your life. You work full-time, you have a full-time business, and you're a mom full-time. And you can't do all 3 successfully. One is going to fail. And I noticed that as I was as I was back at work after having Peyton, I noticed that all of my mental energy went to my job and that it didn't go to my business. And before, I would work after work, or I would work on lunch. And at lunch, I was like, I just need a nap. I need to check out and watch a TV show. I just need to relax. And same with after work, or I need to feed Peyton, or whatever it is, and go to bed by 8:30. And I really saw my business slacking. And then my neighbor Noor who I walk with every night, she sent me a commencement speech, and it hit me. I started crying hard, so I'm going to play that here for you.
As you try to figure out the impossible task of juggling work and family, and you hear over and over and over again that you just need a lot of help, or you just need to be organized, or you just need to try a little bit harder. As a very successful woman, a single mother of 3 who constantly gets asked the question, how do you do it all? For once, I'm going to answer that question with 100% honesty here for you now. Because it's just us. Because it's our fireside chat. Because somebody has to tell you the truth. Shonda, how do you do it all? The answer is this: I don't. Whenever you see me somewhere succeeding in one area of my life, that almost certainly means I am failing in another area of my life. If I am killing it on a scandal script for work, I am probably missing bath and story time at home. If I'm at home sewing my kids' Halloween costumes, I'm probably blowing off a rewrite I was supposed to turn in. If I'm accepting a prestigious award, I'm missing my baby's first swim lesson. If I'm at my daughter's debut in her school musical, I am missing Sandra Oh's last scene ever being filmed at Grey's Anatomy. If I am succeeding at one, I am inevitably failing at the other. That is the trade-off. That is the Faustian bargain one makes with the devil that comes with being a powerful working woman who is also a powerful mother. You never feel 100% okay. You never get your sea legs. You're always a little nauseous. Something is always lost. Something is always missing.
And this is the same thing. Like, this is the same thing as, you know, chasing your dreams and the companies that bribe. So the same thing with, if I'm killing it at a presentation at work, or I have a project that I'm doing, or I'm hitting my numbers hardcore, that means that I'm not killing it at my business, because all my mental energy is going to my business. Even if the hours in the day, I feel like in this speech she's talking about more about hours in the day, but it still applied to me because my mental energy is so much drained from my day job that I wasn't able to put that mental creativity into my business. So just because one is succeeding means another one is failing. And I couldn't let that happen. I couldn't let my business go down to zero, because this is what I built. This is what I'm passionate about. Yeah, I love my job. Yeah, I was passionate about my job and helping people, and what I did at my job mattered for patient safety, and doctors and physicians and things that I did at my job. But at the end of the day, this is where my true passion is, and I'm helping people in a different way, but I feel the effects a lot more powerful in the way that I'm doing it now in my business than I was at my 9-to-5. And at my 9-to-5, it got to be very corporate. It got to be very, you know, about the company's passions and dreams and not mine. And they didn't quite align with my passions and dreams. So I said, all right, that's it. When I was thinking about quitting my job about a year or two ago, I really sat down and listed out what I want my life to look like. What do I want it to look like? And this was even before Peyton. And one of the big things was, I want time off. I've never had time off. I go on cruises and I'm editing videos or writing blog posts. I go to the Dominican Republic to an all-inclusive. You guys have seen the video. And I'm working there. I've worked weekends 7 days a week for 6 years now. Never take weekends off. Never take vacations. And I really feel like that is just burnout, number one, but also it's limiting me creatively. So I'm not able to let my mind rest. I'm not able to unplug. I'm not able to say yes to a lot of things with friends, or really put in effort and time into friendships, because friendships that I've learned as an adult are a lot harder than friendships as a kid, or even in my early 20s. With my early 20s, I was really plugged in with church and this and that, and, you know, early college days and all of that. And I had all these friends. And then now that I'm in my 30s, I'm just like, y'all, friendship is hard. Like, I really have to invest in my friendships and really reach out and be proactive. Not because there's like beef or anything, but just because life happens. So I really wrote down that I wanted to, you know, do something that I was passionate about. I wanted to help people. I wanted to unplug. I wanted to rebuild friendships. I wanted to have weekends off. I want to be an inspiration to my children. I want them to see someone that works hard for their dreams and is able to do things even when people laughed at them. Even when people are like, okay, you're me a YouTuber? Okay. I did it. I have family that's laughed at me. I've had family that has been like, okay, like you're gonna make money on the internet. Okay, you're gonna be one of those teenage YouTubers. Look at me now. And so I really suggest to you, if you are wanting to do something like this, if you're wanting to chase a big dream, write it down. What do you want your life to look like? What do you want this? Not just, I want to make X amount of money. I want to do this. I want, 200,000 subscribers. I want to make six figures. I want to do this. No, like, what are the things in your life that you really want? And what are they? Go deeper. Really dig in there and do some self-reflection. Okay, next. What am I going to do to make this successful? Now, one of the things that I want to actually talk to you guys about, and I want you to comment down below and really help me out because I'm really debating on this. So I am someone that I can procrastinate. I struggle with procrastination, and at first, I was very gung-ho about, okay, I'm going to wake up at 7 a.m. I'm going to, do some journaling and read, my Bible and drink my coffee and do that and then get paid enough. Then I'm going to feed her and then do this. And I'm going to have blog scheduling and I'm going to be very regimented, set timers, and it's going to be very, very structured, 5 hours a day and all this stuff. And that's what I did yesterday. And then today I was just kind of like, you know what? Let's take a simpler approach. And I was going to bed at 10 o'clock and I was like, you know what? I'm going to turn my alarm off. I'm going to shut my blinds, which the day before I opened my blinds, so I woke up from the sun and my alarm, and the alarm sucked, I'll be honest. And then today I woke up and, I relaxed. I took it easy. And I'm like, all right, I have 12 hours in the day. My goal is to work 5 hours of those 12. Doesn't matter when it is. It doesn't have to be all at the beginning and structured and super structured as long as I'm getting all my tasks done. But with that being said, a couple things. I don't want to create bad habits, which I can. I've been known to create bad habits. I also want to keep in mind that my brain, I've learned, works best at like 10, 11 o'clock. Like that's when my brain is like, we're on point. Like I'm not a super early morning person. I'm not like a 7 a.m. let's start working. I'm also not a night owl like my husband is. So I want to keep that into mind too. So what do you suggest? My productivity friends, my entrepreneur friends, what do you suggest? Like, should I do a little bit of a combo of both? Comment down below. I really want to hear from you guys. Another thing that I'm doing is really making sure that I'm staying plugged in with my other entrepreneur friends for accountability, for creativity, and also to avoid isolation. Because especially now, like it was hard with isolation and being home, of not being in my office at work and then working from home for 2 years. But then also now that I don't even have like coworkers that I'm talking to on like Teams and stuff, like this is bad. So I am someone that I'm an introvert extrovert. Like I'm an introvert with big crowds and stuff, but I'm also an extrovert with my people. Like if you're my people, I talk and I can't stop talking. So I do have Marco Polo that I talk to a couple other YouTubers and entrepreneurs on. So I am making sure that I'm not staying isolated with that. But that is a big thing for me because I know that I can. So that is where we're at, guys. That is the struggle. That is the excitement. But I quit my job. This is crazy. Absolutely crazy. So yeah. Whew. Crazy, crazy. I do have a blog post. Check it out down below. Also check out the sale at Driven to Profitable. $75 off right now. Huge sale going on. If you want to know side hustles that you can do from home, how to be an entrepreneur, how to make some extra money from home, from your couch, from your bed, check out this video here. And if you want to know our 7 income streams, how we are able to diversify our income, check out this video here. No.